Hey guys, it's Cyclone here. How are you? I wanted to bring another Dokkan Battle video discussing the news that we are getting an LR for this bad boy right here, Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. Pretty much confirmed for the 6th anniversary on JP Dokkan. And upon discussing this, I also want to just talk about the state of play in general and what players should be really expecting on both versions of the game. So this is again a JP first, as most things are. This is their anniversary, and these cards are going to be absolutely bonkers. There's no way in heck, there's no way that Akatsuki is going to let these units suck in any capacity. This is UI Goku, and this is going to also be, and people stop asking, it's going to be an Evolution Blue Vegeta. That's your dual fest right there for the anniversary. Goku and Vegeta, it's not even a question. It's going to be these two getting LRs. And guys, let me tell you something. This Vegeta could have some of the best animations in the game. Now, the reason why I say that is because this Vegeta has so many flashbacks. If you guys rewatch that moment, his flashbacks go off the chain. He sees Bulma, he sees Bola, he sees Kaba. He could see, Goku. They could throw him in there. But this Vegeta has a flashback moment. And honestly, seeing that animated would just be absolutely fire. And then he does the Aura Punch and, a couple of additional attacks. Vegeta does some of those big punches. And then, of course, he could have a final flash. And then his active skill, again, we don't know how these units are going to be created in terms of functionality. It's more than likely that they're going to have unit ability. Not a unit, sorry, an active skill. I don't think they're going to have unit abilities because these cards in general, the characters fight with their own power for the most part. Especially UI Goku. Well, you know what? That's not necessarily true. I'm sure they could have a unit mechanic, but I just don't know if they will. The examples would be for Vegeta. If you have a Goku or an Android 17, or maybe you could throw Frieza literally got smashed around. No, it would probably be Android 17 or Goku, because technically speaking, he does fight after his final explosion, which I found ridiculous. Like, this should drain him of all his energy, but nope, there he is. He's back. He's tired. Muddy gets back in there, and then Jiren beats him senseless. But that could be a unit ability for him. Again, 17 and Goku. And then the Ultra Instinct, he could have, of course, a representative of Universe 7, any representative of Universe 7. He could unleash the giant punch through all those rocks and then blast the Kamehameha out. You guys did see my, if you haven't seen my video, I have a video on what I think a MUI LR could be designed like. If you have any interest in watching that video, it's on my Dokkan playlist. Go to my channel. It's the first playlist. It's right there. So take a look. My concept for the MUI LR. And I gave him some abilities with key orbs, and I gave him a unit ability, and I just feel like there's a lot of room to make this the best card in the game. I think a lot of people are expecting that. So as players right now, it is highly advised that you do not spend a lot. JP players, be careful. Your future looks extremely bright. But with, of course, the consideration of how many stones you'll need to even get one copy of these guys. The anniversary banners are usually a little bit better. A little bit better. Like we're talking, they usually give you more. Yes. In the grand scheme, actually, they're much better than normal. But it depends on the stone incentives they give you as well. And the anniversaries have kind of been a mixed bag lately. They're good, definitely. Like I got 6 of the Blue Fusions during the last anniversary because I went pretty hard on the anniversary. But I did spend money. So you have to understand, you don't just get those units without spending dough. You spend dough. Like, I spent probably $300 on the anniversary. I think it was about that. And I consciously chose to do that because I was really excited to try and get these guys on Global. And I really needed it too because I was just trying to start getting into more meta content for the first time. Again, I'm still in my first year of playing. So just remember that. I do not have the experience of an older player. So I put in the money to kind of get caught up, right? Whereas some of these other players have been playing for years and money might be a bigger deal when they're thinking about they've spent so much already in this game's history. And by the way, that's one of the pluses of being a newer player on a game like this. You get to experience all the content and the best cards without worrying about some of the older crap that got, outdated. But anyway, this is going to be the best pair, the best duo. We can all pretty much guarantee there'll be top tier cards. Animations are going to be bonkers. Again, there are several attacks. The transformation scene itself, where he's walking. I mean, this guy glowing and just hitting a guy like 1,000 times while he walks by him. I mean, this is going to look incredible on a card, and we're going to get scenes like this. It's going to happen. How they're going to build them, if they're going to transform, that's one thing to ask. Are they going to be transformation units? I don't know. It's very questionable. I don't actually know if they will be transformation units or not. There is a lot to consider with that because we have other examples of these characters already in this form, like the LR Blue Boys, and then we have their UR counterparts. But actual transformation cards, it's very... I don't know if they'll transform. I think active skill is more likely. They'll already be in their final forms, but they will have a skill. For Vegeta, it's going to be his flashback of his family, probably, and then he just goes, yeah, and then, he can start wailing people in the face because, honestly, Evolution Blue Vegeta against Topo is not the longest fight. It's pretty condensed, but the payoff, that final explosion, the flashback potential with that thing. Now, again, that could be an active skill attack, similar to the Blue Boys Kamehameha. And UI Goku could have his final Kamehameha against Jiren as an active skill. So there is possible usage that those are actually the active attacks that you can activate during the battle, the most powerful moves that these cards have. And I hope it's, I just hope these cards really blow us away. And I think they will. Akatsuki would be really stupid, in my opinion, to let these guys be subpar in any way, in any capacity. What? No. These are the best Saiyan cards, the most powerful canonically. You're gonna let them suffer? Not only are you getting good cards at launch, these cards should have great aging value. When you're thinking about summoning on this game, you need to also look at the unit, how well it's going to perform a year later. A savvy player is going to do that. That's why, look at the Blue Fusions. We're approaching a year old on those cards, and people still run them a lot because they have that dodge, they have the incredible attack for endurance events. They're, really solid units. And then you look at cards like freaking Strength UI. Strength UI is always going to have that dodge chance and defense stacking. No matter what happens to the meta, he's always going to have that. Unless you come across an event where dodge is completely nullified. Then UI Goku becomes useless. But, it's are they really going to do that? Like, I mean, turn one. Turn one dodges prevented. They might, but for most content that we consider end game, that UI he ageless like fine wine. No matter what happens, you're going to have a great card in your hand. These two are going to be incredible, I think, for at least a year. At least you are at least having a top tier unit for a year's time. Again, this is the pinnacle of these characters. Goku and Vegeta, the avatars of this franchise, the mascots, the top selling units, you know, the ones they feature the most outside of their fusion counterparts lately. You know, it's like, this is it. So you're making a great investment to save now. You really should aim to have 1,000 Dragon Stones for this event, at least. So for JP, start saving. Be careful on your summons for new things. I know those URs can, like, that Frieza is so good for you know, Battle Road. It's like, yeah, I want that Frieza. And then you just remember to yourself, hey, these guys are coming soon. And they're going to be God tier. Literally, probably the best cards in the game. Again, go look at my video about this UI. I think he's going to have a universal 60% dodge chance. And he's going to counter super attacks with insane damage. We're talking like 5 million counters on dodging super attacks. Like, something absurd, something ludicrous that launches these cards into the stratosphere. I think it's coming. Katsuki, you gotta deliver the fire, man. This game space is getting crowded, and more competitors are coming day by day in the gacha space. It's a profitable industry. These guys need to bring the fire. They need to bring the fire. So that's gonna do it for today's video. I know I haven't made a video in a little bit. I've been very busy, guys. I'm actually planning on moving soon, and there's a lot to get involved with moving, and you know, work is insane, and life is kind of getting crazy right now. So I know I haven't made as many videos, but I will be, again, come back here for more Dokkan, global focused Dokkan, but this one I had to make a video on. For global players, like, guys, if you can start being savvy now, invest in the summertime, invest in when these guys come out. I'm telling you, they're going to break the game. They're going to be just, we could even get new limits on the leader category. I think 177 is a great idea because it's Universe 7, 177% leader skills. Oh, yes. You please bring the fire. Bring it. So anyway, that'll do it for the video today, guys. Hope you had a good one. Let me know your thoughts down below. Until next time, this is Cyclone signing off.